Well, partly dismantled at the moment. Let me tell you what I'm doing. The freight yard panel here on the kitchen floor. Well, this gantry, it just never gets used. And I've spent a lot of time and effort. I learned how to solder brass in order to build this gantry. And I'm going to try and move it. Well, unfortunately, there was a little bit of collateral damage there. These wires snapped. But I don't think there's anything there that's not repairable. So a bit of soldering needed, and a bit of straightening and stuff. So that's the next step. There's the gantry, it's repaired, and I've replaced those two signals. I think that looks alright there. It's going to get more use there than it previously did. So I'm pleased with that. An unfamiliar sight for this particular bit of the railway. It's in the spare bedroom. Well, this signal, I don't know if you've ever noticed in all the videos, it's always in the way. It always spoils the view, it's always on red, and it doesn't serve any useful function. So that's coming out like that. That's where the old signal came out, the one that was kind of redundant. But then I started thinking about signalling in the goods yard, and I turned my thoughts towards ground signals. So I have got some of these. They're not fitted in yet. Ground signals. They're not switched on either. I'll show you them when they're finished. That's if I ever get to that stage. And it's DCC Concepts, and this will work. This board here, which costs £20, will operate 12 ground signals. That's pretty good value. The ground signals I think would cost £79, but they had them in Hattons on a special offer of £51. So that was a good offer. At the same time, I'm looking at this Econ kit-built ground signal, which costs £12. So I'm going to build that. I'll let you know how I get on with that next. Okay, built. Well, there are only 6 pieces in the kit, so that wasn't. The advantage of this one over this one is you can bend these contacts into whatever shape. This has got this bit sticking down here. This is the DCC Concept one, which for me is a problem because I've got 2 levels and trains are running on the underneath level. The only vehicles which will be affected are the electric locos when they've got their pantographs right up. So all I've got to do is be careful where these are and make sure that they're in between tracks instead of right over tracks. So in a couple of places I've had to use these to avoid any nasty collisions with pantographs and wires. But otherwise, I mean, the DCC Concepts one, it looks chunkier, don't you think? Maybe the Econ one is more to scale. But I think I like the chunky look. You know, I'm not too fussed about exact details. Well, there you go. The freight yard is now on the dining room table. So it's getting about during this video. I've been doing some research as to where these ground signals should be placed. Some people say you should have them just where the points divide, and you should never put them on the frog side. And others say wherever there is some shunting, put some signals. So I've gone a bit over the top really, with signal there, 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 and there. Well, I don't know if that's right, prototypically, but it's going to be quite a light show. So the result is a lot of new wiring here. This is underneath the freight yard. I mean, there were 4 sets of points and 1 signal previously. Now there are 8 signals. Well, likewise, this bit of point work here, 1 signal, 2, 3, 4, and there are another 2 here and here on the next board, which is elsewhere in the house. So there was quite a lot of wiring underneath this board. I'll fix this module and all the wiring. Phew! So this has taken a bit. I hope it all works. Well, here we see the signal in action. It's in the form of a triangle. The bottom right light is always on, no matter what. And the red light in the bottom left means stop. So we're in stop at the moment. And that now has changed to go. So it's stop and it's go. And that's all that changes. It doesn't say anything about which way the points are set. It is simply stop and go. And when it's go, it's proceed with caution. Anyway, let's proceed with caution. Let's have a look at the lights at truck cam level, both here in the TMD yard and in the freight yard.